Good afternoon. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Golden from Clarity Crafts in the UK as well.
Welcome to another episode of Clarity Social TV. Hopefully the gremlins are okay this afternoon. Apologies for that this morning. It seems like the software didn't want to play, but didn't Louise do well this morning? I'm hoping that we do have a picture. I know it takes a while because we go live and then there's a slight time delay.
There is,
when it sort of transmits out. So
hopefully
nobody's come running in, so I'm guessing that the picture is all okay. We shall just talk amongst ourselves whilst we pull up a chair. I can see we've got some friends in the room already. Good afternoon. All is good. Thank you. The lovely
Wonderful.
Jane Telford is in the room with you this afternoon. So if you have any questions, she's there to help. And if she's not sure, then she will direct them through to myself and Louise, and we will answer them as best as we can.
Yeah.
So yes, fantastic job this morning, Louise.
Oh, thank you.
Despite the fact that there were technical issues at the beginning, you just carried on talking as if nothing was happening, and it was great. I mean, the confidence is really there. Camera work was brilliant.
Oh, good.
And I know many of our friends in the room really enjoyed it. So yeah.
You and Barbara make it look so easy. You do. You really do.
Been doing it for many a year. And I came in, poor Louise, I came in afterwards after we'd ended the session, and she just put her head on the counter. Because I don't think our friends at home realise how much is involved when we put an hour together, really, is there?
Yeah, there's a lot of prep that goes into it, not just the card or the demo, it's just everything involved in the background with the computers and everything like that, and the camera work and everything. So yeah, it does take a bit to get used to at first, doesn't it?
It does. But did fantastically, really good. So
thank you.
So it was thank you for staying put this morning.
Thank you for keeping me company in the chat. It's nice to see when you're talking and you're doing your work, you hope that people are enjoying it, but people seem to be enjoying it in the chat, and everybody was talking, so that's a good thing.
And it was great because it isn't easy to demonstrate and to look at the cameras and talk. So I'm handing over to Louise. So Louise is going to run this afternoon show. So 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon and a Tuesday afternoon, what we try to do is bring you something that maybe you haven't seen before. Fridays at 10 and 2, we'd like to bring you something new. So the weekly schedule, the way in which it works, if maybe you're tuning in for the first time, on a Monday we do 10 and 2, so 10 o'clock in the shack with Barb, and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's normally stampy, inky type of products.
Yeah.
Then on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, we have Groovy Tuesday, heading up now by the lovely Louise. So I'm going to have next Tuesday off. No, I'm not. And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, say we bring you something that we haven't sort of visited for a while. Then normally it's on a Thursday at 7 o'clock in the shack with Barb, and then Friday at 10 and 2 as well. Now, this week, we've got an extra special show tomorrow.
We have. At
10 and 2, introducing the fantastic brand, which is Stamptageous. And Barb's been busy working away this afternoon all day.
All day.
I popped in to see Barb this morning, and I left her at, it was about 7:30, and she was going up to the studio to start prepping. And she just called me 10 minutes ago saying she thinks she's done.
Wow.
So a long day there. So we've got that tomorrow at 10 and 2, and we officially cut the ribbon on the Stamptageous brand shop on our website at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Wow, brilliant.
So that's really exciting. So what we try to do is say we bring you something new, and not something new, but something that we haven't seen before, but with the exception for today, because on Friday of last week, we launched a fantastic collection from Barbara, which were the floral tiles.
Yes, they were really popular. The stamps are really lovely, and it just shows how many demos Barbara had in mind that it went in from 10 and 2.
Yeah.
Because there was just so much that Barbara wanted to show everybody. So that's the groovy ones today.
Yeah. So that's what we're
And,
doing today. And Louise is going to be sharing a project with us as well.
Yes.
So let's have a look at the product here in question. So I shall bring it up on the screen. So what we have, let me just go to the information on the screen. So I'll take that away for a moment. So we have 2 A4 plates. Okay. Now these are normally $23.99, and each of them have got 6 designs on them. Plus you have all those lovely little sentiments, which we will look at on the overhead shortly. Okay. Now, as part of our Japan special offer for the month of March, I forgot what month is it. Yeah. So the item number at the top is 42475. You've then got an image of the product and then an explanation of what it is. Normally £47.98. You have a saving of £13, bringing it down to £34.98.
Wow.
However, we do currently have a Japan 10 offer at checkout. So once you pop it in your basket, and if you're a club member, you'll get all your discounts. And then at checkout, if you pop in Japan 10, you'll get an additional 10% off.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
So that's really good. So that means that if you're a Diamond Club member, you'll only be paying, if you put Japan 10 in, £26.76.
Wow. So it's only a couple more pounds and you've more or less got one free.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, because these are $23.99 each. So that's the information on the screen. I'm just going to bring up on the screen, if you did miss out on the complete collection of the stamps and the new bow wallpapers, I'll just bring that up briefly because they proved really, really popular on Friday. So the item number for that is 21234, and this gives you 3 A4 stamp sets, a little A6 square set, and the 3 brand new bow wallpapers. So with all the savings carried over, 3 for 2, 3 for 2, the little stamp set is free on that saving. Brings it down to £81.96, which means if you're a Diamond Club member with the Japan 10, brings it down to £62.61.
Gosh.
So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, if we have a look, I'm going to go back to the product there. So we're going to have a look at the plates. Louise is going to go through the plates on the overhead, just so you can see. If you go to the Clarity Crafts, where is it? It's over here. It's in front of me. claritycraft.com website. There's a little that colour blue button that says Clarity TV. If you click in there, everything that we're sharing with you during the next hour is in there. It's available in various bundles, individually. So it's all there for you to have a look at. Okay. Alternatively, you can give the lovely Sue a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215. And any questions, then Sue or Jazz or Pete are there to help.
Brilliant.
Okay, so should we have a look at the plates in more detail, Louise? I'm going to go to the overhead. I'm going to hand over to you now. Thank you.
Lovely. So we have these 2 lovely plates. So they're both A4. Amazing elements. The good thing about these is they're brilliant for your small mini makes.
Yeah.
But also you can make them into larger cards as well, which you can really see by the design team samples that we have here as well. But the good thing is all of these little middle parts as well can be made into cards as well. You know, some people have used just this little element to make a card, or, you know, just this one. You don't have to use the corners. You can leave the corners, or you can keep the corners.
Absolutely. And you also got those lovely sentiments just down the bottom.
They're hiding down
there. We go. So this one is the Have a Great Day plate, available individually for 42463, but that's $23.99.
Yeah. And then there's this one here,
which is the Thinking of You.
And again, some really lovely elements on their own as well. That's the good thing about this plate as well, is there's so many different elements that you can use in your plates. But this one is 42464 for that one there. And
you've got all those lovely sentiments on those boxes.
There's so many as well. You think with just those 2 plates, look how many sentiments you have there.
Yeah. And it's nice. You've got like, let's catch up soon.
Yeah, not just the normal sentiments,
Yeah.
but just some ones that you wouldn't normally see. You know, you're so sweet and let's celebrate. And, you know, there's all sorts of different ones there.
Fantastic news.
Fantastic news. Yes. Where's that one?
There we go.
Oh, yeah, over there. You're always seeing new things on these plates.
It is, isn't it? And we often suggest that when you get a plate, you trace it out for the first time so that you can really appreciate how much detail's on there.
Oh, definitely, yes.
So if we look at the first one, which is this plate.
This one?
Yeah. And that's right. We'll have a look at some artwork from the design team.
Some lovely artwork.
So this one is from Julie Campbell.
Wow, that's
so
lovely,
should we come in on this one? There we go, and I'll let you reposition that.
Lovely, using some of our designer paper there.
Really nice.
And parchment, I think, as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Designer parchment as well. Wonderful.
Karen Jackson.
Well, I like the zestiness of this one. Lovely
really
colours,
nice,
isn't it? Yeah, a little bit of grid work. That's the Josie Davidson's.
The basic.
Yes.
That's the arch one, isn't it?
The arch, yes.
Yeah.
That's lovely, that is.
This one from Julie Campbell.
Wonderful. Again, some really zesty colours in these.
Yeah, really nice, aren't they?
Really pretty.
Now, this is a special one. I know who this one's from.
This one's from me.
There we go.
Just using that one element as well. Just all the way down. Just.
And you've used one of my favourite.
I know.
sentiments.
I thought of you when I did that. I thought, I'm going to put it in gold pen as well.
This one from Julie Campbell again.
Oh, lovely. Nice bit of picot cutting.
Seeing it quite Celtic looking, isn't it, in the colourways?
This one is very Celtic looking, and the colourways as well make it really, like, that looks all together tied in. It really looks really very nice. That's Glynis.
It is.
Yes.
Glynis loves her tools,
I didn't have to look
she?
on the back.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And that's all on one piece, isn't it?
Yeah, one piece. Just a couple of layers of multi-needle work.
Is that the semicircle?
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a semicircle.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Really makes it pop as well on the orange, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hazel
Lovely.
Edwards.
Well done, Hazel. Using some of our doodle dies. That's a good thing, isn't it? You can use your dies with your groovy and stamps with your groovy. It's all ties in together using our picot circles as well.
Yeah. Now this one is also, or not, this one's from Karen Jackson, but it's the same.
Oh, yes.
Same design. So if I zoom out on that one, so it's the same.
Yeah.
But don't they look different?
They do, don't they? And it's amazing, like with the design team, is they all create something different, but from just one design, you think how differently it can look.
Yeah. And then we've got this one from Jane and Glynis.
Yes, again, so
design.
different.
There we go.
Both using the same tool on the outside as well, but you look just a double layer of the semi-square.
Zoom in on that one.
Yeah.
Now, is the semi-square one of your favourite tools, Louise? I'm going to come in really close.
I love the semi-square.
There we go.
It really creates a lovely lacy effect, I think.
That's the same tool.
Same tool.
But used in different ways.
Jane's just double layered it, so at the top here, and she's cut out the little bit that makes it look very square.
I see. So, so it's just like another one on top.
Yeah, so Glynis, if she did it, it would come out just here, and then this little bit would be cut out. Instead of just the little 3 needles in the middle.
Nice. And I love this one.
Yes. Karen Jackson, isn't it?
Karen Jackson,
yes.
Yeah. So we definitely have to zoom out on this one. Pattern building.
See,
that's my cup of tea.
Yes. And again, it shows that it can be used on small mini makes, but also large cards as well.
And that's just a centerpiece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of one of the...
It's just using one element from the... And Karen's just taken it out, picot cut in some of the hearts and left some of the hearts there.
So on that plate, which design is it? If I take those from you, Lou.
Yeah.
So if we find
this one.
That's
this
it,
one
isn't
here.
it?
That's it. Just that one. And Karen has created that from just that one element. Made a big mahoosive card out of it.
That's
lovely,
really
isn't
nice.
it?
Yeah.
Well done, Karen.
Okay, I'll take that one from you. If we look at the second plate.
Second plate.
I mean, that was just from one, wasn't it?
Yes, just from one plate, that was.
This is rather delicate looking. Jill
I know.
Askham.
Very pretty, Jill. I love the background as well.
Yes.
It's really lovely. And then a lovely bit of perga glitter.
Because we were looking at this earlier, and I said, well, where have
Yeah.
those swirls come from? And Louise said, they're on the plate.
Yeah, they are on the plate and they are just there.
Yeah.
That's a good thing as well, is that you can use these for backgrounds. You can mix and match.
Of course. Yes. Yeah.
I love the outside of this as well. That's really pretty.
That's what I mean, because I couldn't
Yeah.
thinking, I don't remember seeing that.
Well,
But
yeah,
it
well,
is,
that
it's just
is.
taking those from
It is, yeah.
James Telford.
Oh, lovely. That's lovely, Jane. Lovely bit of perga glitter. Oh, I love my glitter.
This one is from
Ooh.
Carol Pankstello.
Zesty orange. We've got a few cards that are lovely in orange this time, haven't
This
we?
is lovely. I love the delicacy of this one. Who's done this one, Louise?
Oh, that would be me. Very pink.
Very pink.
Quite a few little different multi-needles. There's 4-needle tool around here.
Let's zoom in on that so we can have a look at that a little bit closer. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah. Then there's the wing tool here.
Oh, yeah.
Wing.
And is that the heart tool, or is
no,
that still the wing tool?
On top, and I've created a heart white embossing in the middle. Yes.
Very lovely. Then this one is from Josie Davidson.
Oh, this is pretty. Lovely. And a lovely little bit of grid work inside as well.
Yeah, and you were doing that this morning, weren't you?
We were.
Grid work.
Yeah, we were doing a bit of grid work.
Jill Askham, this is very sort of
that's
oriental.
Very oriental, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely. That's Pico cut as well inside. And it's
on, I'll zoom out on that one.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow.
Really lovely. And that's just using this one here, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's your centerpiece.
Yes.
And then extending it.
Use some of our Japanese symbols.
Then another one from Jill Askham.
Now this is very clever, isn't it? This is using just this element and made it to look like a butterfly.
Yeah.
That's really lovely. And then some of our grid work in the background.
And
gorgeous.
I wouldn't say there's one more to come after this. So this one's from Carol Baker.
Wow, very oriental as well, isn't it?
And that's using Linda's layering frames, isn't it?
It is.
The Oriental
the Oriental
collection.
One. Yeah, that's lovely.
And that's all on one piece.
All on one piece. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? Really clever.
And then finally, we've got this collection from Carol Baker. And I said to Louise, I said, I think that's from, I'm going to zoom in there. Let me take the others from behind.
I'll grab this one.
Okay. So if we come in on that one.
Yes.
So I said to Louise, oh, that must be from the other plate. And Louise went, no, it's from this plate. I went, well, where's that come from then?
It's come from right here. It's clever, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
As you'd say, just by taking out
the heart
this
frame.
Heart shape.
Yeah.
Just using this and then just this little bit to create this little bit here.
Yeah, because there's your little centerpiece. Yeah. And then you've got those bits there, which are the bits that come out.
Yeah, and you think that's pretty. If you took the green away as well, you've made like a little circular image in the middle. Yeah. Lovely.
And then when you open it up.
I know, isn't that amazing? Lovely little gift set for someone, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got all the lovely little cards in there. Yes. Carol Baker.
Carol Baker. Thank you very much, Carol Baker.
Yeah.
Nabbed it.
That goes back in the box, Louise. Okay. So Louise is going to be sharing a demonstration with us during the course of this hour.
Yeah.
And don't forget, when you go to the Clarity TV button, there's a section in there called Catch Up and Craft. And all of our Clarity Social TV episodes are on that page. The latest one will always be at the top. And if there's a demonstration, then we often make a download available, don't we?
We do, yes.
So do you want to share with us what you're going to be putting through its paces during this hour?
Okay, so I've got the piece here. Let me just go onto camera 2. So this was a lovely design card created by Hazel Edwards. Again, isn't that lovely?
Yes.
So a lovely little bit of, and using our rainbow parchment.
Yeah.
So that's our Californian sunset, isn't it?
It is indeed, which we also have on the show.
Yeah, so just using the Californian sunset rainbow parchment on the rainbow paper. Isn't that gorgeous?
Really nice. So this is your download.
That's the download.
There we go. And it gives you a list of
ingredients used.
There.
And that's on our Clarity TV catch up, isn't it?
Yes,
and then
you
can just
catch up and craft.
And then you can have a look and print off the download.
Super duper.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to sit back for the next
Relax.
40 minutes, relax, and hand over to the lovely Louise.
Wonderful. So to create this part first, I'm going to go onto the overhead camera. There we are. So first of all, to create the artwork, I have outlined, let me just check which one it was. It was the 3rd and 5th square on the nested squares plate. So I've already done that.
Okay.
I didn't think anybody would want to see me outline a square.
No.
Everybody wants to see this plate.
Definitely.
So doesn't matter which way you outline it, but I'm just going to stick it down with some groovy sticker tabs.
Now, there's something special about our coloured and designer parchment, isn't there?
There is, yes. So you will always have, you'll notice on the any of the designer parchment and the rainbow parchment, there will be one side is the colour has been printed on one side. So you'll see a slight sheen and glossy side to one of the sides, and then the other will be more matte.
Yeah.
So the matte is the front and the glossy is the back, which you would outline into.
Okay.
You don't have to. If you want a muted colour,
Which I think you did that on your piece, didn't you?
I did, yes, I did that because I wanted the kind of debossed look. I didn't want it to look bright white. I wanted to on the ivory parchment that was. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't used
Should we come in on that one?
yeah. There we go. It's not bright white. It's like a mottled cream colour, isn't it?
Yes, of the version of whatever paper colour you're using.
Yes, so that's what would happen if you embossed on the matte side into the glossy side.
Yes.
So that's the difference between each side, which is good to show, actually,
I think,
isn't it?
I quite like that effect because it
Yeah.
doesn't distract from the actual imagery.
No, exactly. So let me put this in the middle so everybody can see. So I'm just going to line it up. And the good thing actually about the squares around each of the designs is that you can line it up. So I can see that my frame is symmetrical all the way around with the lines. There we go. I'm just going to stick it down with 2 of my sticker tabs. I'm going to come in with my groovy guard, and I'm going to use the number 2 end of my groovy tool. So I'm just going to show everybody just again, very therapeutic, isn't it?
If you hear snoring, it's Louise, not me.
Yes, I've made myself fall asleep because it's so relaxing.
I have as well. It is. It's so easy to do, isn't it?
Oh, good night, Paul. How many people do you think kind of like think, oh, I want to fall asleep tonight. I can't sleep. Let's just put Louise on and I'll fall asleep.
No. It's not. No, I've actually, as you say, I've traced out.
I know, and it just
and
makes
actually
you
fallen
just
asleep, and then wonder why when I wake up the groovy fairies haven't finished it for me.
That's just rude, isn't it? There we go. So what I would do normally is I would go in with my number 2 first, and then I would go in with my number 1. There we go.
And it really shows the difference.
It really does. Yes. Makes it pop more, doesn't it?
And this is on the back.
And this is on the back, yes. Yeah.
Because normally you don't necessarily see that brightness change when we're working with our clear parchment on the back. It's when you turn it over you can see the difference.
It is, yes. So yes, I'm just going around with my 1. I'll just do this one. Very easy to get lost in this, isn't it?
It is.
And then my number 1. very easy as well. Once you get lost into the groove, that's how far I've got so far.
See, that's quite nice just on its own, isn't it?
I know, actually. Yeah, just thinking like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you could, there's nothing stopping you from doing that again and making it more of an oval.
That's true.
Yeah, you could make that into an oval. But at the moment, we're making it into a circle. That's for another day. Let me go with my number 2. Okay. So easy as well. Once you put your tool into the groove, you just follow it, don't you? And it doesn't jump out or anything, or if it does, it doesn't matter because it's not going to scratch the parchment or anything.
No. And I think these designs are perfect for it. Doesn't matter what level of parching you're at.
No. That is the good thing about Groovy, is that, you know, you can stop at whatever level you are at because it will still look lovely, no matter whether you've just done the line art and a little bit of colouring or some grid work.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't change. There we go. It's nice getting a nice cool breeze now. I noticed from the window.
This morning you said, oh, I wonder what the weather's like now. Because it wasn't very nice this morning, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was very foggy when I went outside.
Mm.
I was in the garden and I thought, oh, a bit chilly.
But the sun's out now.
I know.
But you did say that this morning. You said normally when it's foggy, the sun often breaks through.
Yeah. It does very often happen like that, doesn't it? So, there we go. Let's finish off with that bit. Oh. There we go. So then that part's done. So what Hazel has done, let me just turn it round. There we are. So that's the difference between the number 2. I think I haven't used number 2 there, but then that's number 1. So it's
yeah, I wonder,
very bright.
Have you got that little bit of black card that you had earlier?
Yeah. Ta-da!
There we go.
Yeah, so you can really see the difference.
Yes.
There's the 1 and there's 2. So then what Hazel has done on her lovely artwork is she has used the corner, which is here as well.
Yeah.
Let me bring this up a little bit. Use the corner. Bring in lovely Hazel's card. She's created a corner. Oh, let me just do number 2 for a minute. Oh no, that's number 2. There we go. So Hazel has used the corner that's in this plate. She's used in the corner here and the corner here. So that's what I'll just show you next.
Okay.
Just quickly. So as I can see on Hazel's as well, she's kind of given a little bit of a gap between the, let me move it in again, sorry. There we go. Created a little gap between the outer, this square here, and the little, here. So there's a nice little gap here.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Trying to get my words out.
You've had lots of words today,
I've
haven't
had
you?
lots of words today.
And I'm just sitting here and letting you carry on.
I know.
In a nice way, obviously.
There we go. So again, this is with the number 1. So I haven't created the whole, I haven't continued the line down. I've just stopped this part of the line at the end of the tool. So there we
like
go.
a little icon then, isn't it?
Yes, and it's not right up to the edge. It's just a little bit further away. And then the same, I'll just show you with this one, and then we will go on to the next stage. So we're just going to use this one here. So we've brought both corners into the outer square and the inner square. I really ties both layers together then.
Yeah.
There we go. Just like that and like that.
Don't they look different though?
They do, don't they? Because that one, I've created that line and then it's just brought it out. Whereas that one, you just see the scroll coming out. Okay, so now that part's done. Here's one I made earlier. So we have created the middle part.
Yeah.
And then the little corners here and here.
Okay.
So what I was going to show you now is that the border on Hazel's lovely piece here is just using these flowers again in here.
Oh, I see.
So just to create that decoration. So you can use it just in the middle, or you can bring it all along the border, but Hazel's done it just in the middle. So there we go. So what I would do, it doesn't actually matter about this. You don't have to be careful about where you want it. You would just stick it down a little bit. So say I just want these two petals here.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'll just stick that down there. Just bring in my groovy guard so I keep it firmly down. And again, just creating that little bit there. So that's a good thing. And if you think about all of the elements that you have on these plates, you can create so many borders. So you just wanted to create that lovely border around. You've got so many elements you can use. I mean, there's so many elements here. You've got some lovely hearts. You put a lovely little heart in the edge there.
Yeah.
That looks nice. So you've got hearts all the way around, or looks like a nice little daisy there.
And those little bubble corners.
Yeah, little bubble corners. Where are they? Oh yes, there they are. Right in front of me. There's so many elements as well. That's why you say trace it out when you first get it, because you notice more of the elements when you're doing them.
I think so, yeah, definitely. Especially with this style of artwork as well, when you're sort of tracing out and you're building up bits, and all of a sudden you'll see different things. Like when you did that first element of that tracing out, the two side, well, it was one side, wasn't it?
Yes.
And it looked, as you said, you could then flip it round and you create an oval.
Yeah, it looks very, very different. And like you say, you can create different shapes with different things.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you can hear any buzzing in the background,
It's not me.
There's a gentleman up the road in one of the other warehouse units, and he's been pressure washing
all day.
You
would have thought it'd be clean by now.
And it's the vibrations and the buzzing from that. So there's no technical issues this time. It is the buzzing from a water pressure machine up the road.
So yeah, so you would continue this all the way round.
Yeah.
Just with the border. And then the lovely Hazel has just done a little bit of white work in the edges of the flowers. So I thought I'd just show you a little bit of white work before we go on to the colouring.
Yeah. Now, before we go on to the colour, should we have a look at some of the parchment?
Oh yes, that'd be good.
Because we mentioned, let's go back to the front camera. So Louise is using the lovely colour. This is one of our rainbow parchment, isn't it?
Yes, the California sunset one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll bring in. There we go. I'm going to hand over to Louise.
Yes, we've got some lovely colours still, haven't we?
Yeah. And once this has gone, it has gone. So the idea behind the rainbow parchment was that there was a complementary paper, which we called it the intensifier, didn't we?
Yes, the colour intensifier.
Yeah. So each pack has got 6 different designs, and you get 2 sheets of each of those. So I'm going to pass those over to the numbers. There we go, Louise.
Wonderful. Okay, so we go on to camera number 2. So this is the California Sunset Rainbow Parchment. This is the one that we're using in this demo. So the number for the California Rainbow Parchment is 42003.
Yeah.
That's the parchment. And then we do have the complementary paper that goes along with that. That is 42015.
Okay.
There we
And
go.
you'll show us later on how it intensifies the colour, won't you?
I will, yes. I have some of the paper here to show you. I've cut it down. So we only have the rainbow parchment left in this colour. This is lovely as well, isn't it?
Lavender Fields.
Lavender
yeah.
Fields rainbow parchment, and that is 42004.
Super.
And we have a lemon sorbet. These are lovely names.
I know. Barbara and Linda, I
Sorbet.
think. No, I think it was Barb and Jazz. I can't remember now.
Yeah, lemon sorbet.
It was the two tones was Barb and Linda. And I think this might have been Barb and Jazz and Jim and Stuart. I think the designers.
Oh, yes.
I think they came up with these names.
Brilliant.
Might be wrong. Apologies if I am.
So the lemon sorbet sunrise rainbow parchment is 42002. And we do have the paper that goes along with that, the colour intensifier. Lemon sorbet sunrise rainbow paper is 42014.
Okay. So all of the parchment is $19.99 and the paper is $3.99. But obviously you get your club discount. You also put Japan 10 in as well to receive that additional discount.
Wonderful. And the rainbow parchment, the Paradise Island, is 42007. Okay. And all of these parchments, actually, they have 6 different, I forgot to say, 6 different patterns in them.
Yep.
So different
configurations,
yes.
don't they? Yeah.
So you've got one that's like comes straight down, and then one comes diagonally, and then you've got that lovely wavy look.
Yeah.
So Paradise Island rainbow paper is 42019. Oh, it's, there you go. And this is lovely as well, isn't it?
Rose Garden.
Yes. Rose Garden rainbow parchment is 42004.
Okay.
And then the matching paper, the Rose Garden rainbow paper colour intensifier is 42017.
Now, I reckon, Louise, what we should do, we're going to open this pack so we can have a look at the 6 different designs.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because it will show up better on the paper
than it would on the parchment. Yes, right.
So I'm just going to open that. So it's the same configuration. So we go on the overhead on that.
Yes.
So
bring it central.
Don't worry, your camera isn't out of focus. You've got that soft blend of colour, haven't you?
It is. It's like a soft, comes in from the pink on this side and then the green on this side, and then just blends into the middle.
So you get 2 sheets of that one.
2 sheets. There we are. And that's the wavy look.
I know, it's lovely.
That's nice,
that one, isn't it?
Yes. Because sometimes when you just want a little piece, so you've got, if you think you can, for your mini makes, you've got, 6 cards right there, really, and they all look really lovely.
Yeah, I suppose if you take 1 sheet of the parchment for 1 plate, then they're all going to look different, aren't they?
They will do, yeah. So you've got 2 of those. And then this one comes from the, so landscape comes from the top and comes down into nice little softs in the middle.
2 sheets of those.
2 sheets of those again. And then you've got one like diagonal, so green here, pink here, blending in nicely in there. This is nice as well, isn't it?
I know, it looks as if the camera's gone out of focus. It hasn't. It's that lovely soft blend,
It is very soft, yes.
You've got 2 of those. And then
again.
finally
this one. So portrait blending into the centre.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So these are beautiful. So they're perfect, obviously, for your parchment craft and also for your die cutting, your matting and layering and everything. Die cutting now.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. Earlier on today, we had a delivery of a small amount of the kit and caboodle machines. Okay, so they're back in stock. They're on the website. You get your club discount, but they fall outside of the Japan 10 discount. Of course, because with machines, the way in which the amount we have to buy them in for, there isn't the normal sort of markup, so to speak. So we're more than happy to give you your club discount, but they're not part of the Japan 10. So you wouldn't get your club discount and then an additional 10%. So I know many of our friends at home, and Barb mentioned them on Monday that they were due in. And then I had to go off camera and speak to Pete as he ordered them. Oh, I'm ordering them today. Anyway, so he ordered them on Monday and they've turned up today.
Brilliant.
So yeah, so we've been waiting for one of the Kitten Caboodles machines. One's already gone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one's already gone. So there are 5 left. So if you've been waiting on for that, then now I just want to
Now's
give you
the
the heads
time.
up on that. Yeah, I love that machine.
Yeah.
I need to get some new plates for mine. I've been using mine a long time. It's either that or I just pack it out more. But yeah.
Yeah, they start to, all plates, don't they? After a while, you use it so many times.
They'll
it
have
does...
sort of shadow it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so where do we carry on with this lovely demo?
Yes, so let me go back into the overhead camera.
Yeah.
So we got up to, we did borders with the petal from the plate.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd just do a little bit of white work. So
Okay.
nice bit of relaxing white work. So I'm just going to turn my mat over to the soft side.
Yeah.
There we go. We do that because it's nice and spongy.
Squidgy, isn't
Squidgy.
it? Squidgy.
Squidgy, spongy.
Now, these various techniques, Louise, that you're covering,
yeah,
they're also going to be covered in a little bit more detail in our 1, 2, 3 online Groovy Foundation course, aren't they?
They will be, yes. So anything that I'm doing here will be covered. We have a white work, that's course 1. And then we have, well, module 1 rather. And then module 2 will be colour. And then module 3 will be picot cutting. So, oh yes, yeah, that's on the screen for you.
There is. So that does fall outside of any club discount and the Japan 10. But when it's £60, and we send you a lovely little booklet like so. It also includes 6 pieces of A6 parchment. You've got a full list of what Louise is going to cover as well. If you go to the website and put that product code in that's on the screen, you can read all about it. There's an ingredients list that you can download to see whether there's anything else that you may need. Louise and I, the way in which it works, and we call it the inner circle.
Yes.
So it's on a completely different platform. And it is like a classroom, isn't it?
It is.
So
yes.
once you purchase that product, we will send you an email, which is like the keys to the classroom door. I've had a few emails earlier today saying they hadn't received an email, so I'll sort that out this afternoon and get that sorted for you. And what it does, there will be 3 live episodes, and that kicks off on, it's 3 different Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Wednesday the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th of April. Okay, so you can come in, you can join in live. If you can't join in live, you'll be able to go back in that classroom and watch the live one afterwards.
Yes.
But we've also been filming, we've done 2 out of 3 so far, haven't we?
Yes.
As a pre-record. So you can either go back and watch the live one again, or you can go back and watch the pre-record.
And then non-stop talking, so there's no questions in it.
I ask the questions.
Paul's my question answer.
And I have learned, so I've learned something in the white work, which I'm not going to reveal, which was for me was a real game changer. And then we did the colouring one.
We did.
And I learned something on that. I can't remember. I had it written down, didn't I?
Did.
What did I? I'm not going to reveal what I learned.
We were just trying to remember what
it was. Oh yes, yeah. Okay. So I've been doing it for many years, and I've learned some stuff. So it's a great foundation course that maybe you've recently started your Groovy journey, and you're looking to sort of finesse the foundations of it with the white work, the colouring, and then the picot cutting, perforating and picot cutting. We're filming that one on Thursday, so that'll be good to go ready.
That would be the last pre-record then.
Yeah, and then the pre-record will be available after the live show as well. There's also a Q&A room, which when Louise gathers her breath tomorrow, or probably later, probably tomorrow, she'll pop in there and go through any questions that are currently being asked. But it's a place for you to go in and introduce yourself as well. So if you're interested in that, there's still time to join. Even after the event, after all of those dates, you can still go back in and buy it, because you've got the keys to those doors that gives you 24-hour access 7 days a week. And with that Q&A room, even afterwards, you've got questions. Louise and myself,
We'll always be,
myself,
Louise
and
and
myself will be in there to help you out. So yeah, so it's definitely, so all these different techniques that Louise is just touching on, because obviously time permitting, we can only showcase different things. So if you're looking for the first pre-record, I say is just over 3 hours on the white work.
It is just over.
And then the colouring one was just under, it was about 2 hours, 50 minutes.
Yeah, I think we had 8 minutes to go, didn't we? And but there was literally, we covered everything. Yeah.
Don't forget, you can stop and start, rewind, fast forward, mute it.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's a course. There's certain elements within that course which is sort of like you can do at the same time. But with white work, it has to be left. And you would do like where you're doing Groovy Tuesday, you do one bit of it, and then you'd have to come back a week later and do it.
Yeah.
But Louise has very expertly staged everything so we can show all the different progressions of that white work journey.
I think you really have to show the levels and to show everybody the amount of levels that is needed to create the finished piece. You have to do that layers, because like you say, you can't come back for 20 minutes each week until we finally get to the last stage.
So what Louise is showing with us this afternoon, if you want some more tuition on that, then that's that perfect opportunity for you to do it. And many thanks to everyone that has. It's proving really, really popular. So
definitely, and a couple of months down the line, if somebody's watching this and want to go for it, they'll be able to go for it, and it'll be there straight away, won't it? They won't have to wait.
We'll be lying down in the dark.
Get ready for the next course.
Yeah. Okay, over to you, Lou. There we go.
Okey-dokey. So this is just one layer of white work. So I thought I'd just do one flower, and then I can show you what it will look like when we've done 2 layers.
Okay.
So we'll just going to show you quickly. So with the white work, I've got the 4.5mm ball tool. I don't know why I looked at that, because I know what it is.
It's habit, isn't it?
I know it is habit. Yeah, you just think, I've got this.
As well, essentially, so as you use something, you've got to say what it is. And,
exactly. And I was just checking that I got it right. So yeah, I'm just flicking away from me. There we go.
Do you find with the coloured and designer parchment that it goes white quicker than clear parchment, or is it just me that thinks that?
I don't know, maybe it's because of the colour, it makes it stand out more, maybe. I think you could be right, though. I think it does go white quite quickly.
I've never really thought about it, but just watching you do that little bit there.
Yeah, it's, I think maybe just on the back, as on here, it does stand out more when you, because it is going white on colour.
On colour, yeah. It's an optical illusion, then we'll put it down to that.
There we go. So that's just very quick. So that's one layer.
Nice.
There we go. So this will be 2 layers. Oh, one way. That way.
It's been a dong day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day, actually. Some good things have happened, though.
Yeah.
It's been, I really enjoyed today.
Good.
Yeah.
You're on your own next week. No, I'm joking.
Well, all day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been good. Yeah, and thank you for everybody for their company this morning. It was really nice.
And I'm sure we've got many of our friends that were probably in the room earlier today are probably back in the room.
Yeah.
As well. But this is a lovely collection of plates, and following along from the theme from Jazz, those sampler plates, the festive ones and the rosy ones.
Yes, definitely. Oh, so
wow,
you can
look at that. Yeah.
That's the different. That's one layer, and I already did a layer on here. So this is 2 layers. So yeah, it really pops out, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Especially with 2. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the difference between 1 and 2 layers. And now, ta-da, it's all done. There we go.
That's real. See, I like. Have you got the? Have you put a piece of white paper underneath that?
Yes.
Because I think you'd see the true beauty of that rainbow parchment.
Yes.
There we go. Look at that.
It is lovely. When you put rainbow parchment on white, you really do see, especially if you've got colour work on as well.
And then
Really
do you want to do the
out.
magic trick with the intensifier paper? Have you got that?
Yes. Just bringing in my intensifier paper. There we go. So obviously it depends where you're putting it. Yeah.
So yeah, so if you've got the same piece.
Size. There we go. There you go. That's really. I'm gonna move it up a little bit. There we go. So you can see it.
I love doing this magic trick. So if you do that, so you can see
the difference.
Okay, let's zoom out on this one because we'll see it. So you can see that's with just white behind it, and then as you bring that in, look at that. It's a magic trick. I love doing that. It's a magic trick.
I know, it is amazing, isn't it? It's the coloured parchment, the rainbow parchment especially, is so beautiful. I know a lot of our design team love playing with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the time, Paul, the time.
I know.
Gosh,
you were surprised this morning, wasn't you?
I was,
yes. How quickly the hour went.
It really went quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you just a little bit of colouring, and then I'm going to show you the angle tool.
Okay.
So what Hazel has done with her lovely finished piece, here it is. Hazel brought in, just used yellow, red and blue pencils. So she's tied in the blue with this side of the blue rainbow parchment.
Yeah.
And then the red that goes into this orangey middle part, and then the yellow obviously from here.
Nice.
Doesn't that look lovely?
Yeah.
So just using 3 colours really. So I'll just go in and just use the blue pergolina. This is the B4. These are the blended pencils. So they'll be blendable with Dorsoil, whereas the other ones are aqua, so with water. I mean, you can use B's and A's together, which we will be focusing more in the colouring work courses, won't we?
Or later in the year.
Later in the year,
on those ones.
Yeah, so I'm not going right up to the end because that's where the white work is. So yeah, I'll just do a flower, and then Hazel would have done the blue in all of the flowers on the borders as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to show you just how easily pergolinas blend. Get a bit over happy with the dorsal. Getting a bit happy with the dorsal oil there.
So you put some Dorso oil onto your spot-on sponge.
I have, yes. It just fell out of the quite a bit. So yes, just onto my spot-on sponge, which is all you get in the Colouring Essentials kit, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah. And look how easily they just all blend together. If anybody wants to do this demo piece, the insides of these will look really nice pico cut out as well, wouldn't they?
And you were showing us that this morning in Groovy Tuesday, wasn't you?
Yes.
With the difference in the size of the fine and the bold needles.
Yes, I think it's good to see the difference really sometimes, is because it does give a really lovely effect. Both of them do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to show the difference between both of them really. But yeah, so really just going into it. So that's it's very quick, isn't it?
It is.
Just with the blue.
Yeah.
Dorsoil there. I know, getting a bit happy there. So yeah, so I would do the blue, the red and the yellow.
Yeah.
And then bring it in. So when we've done that, this will happen.
Wow. And that's just one layer of colour?
That is just one layer of colour, yes. So the pergolinas I find are very, very pigmented.
Yes.
They are they're creamy and they are pigmented. So you only have to put a little bit of colour, and yeah, you just get a lot of colour come out there. So I'm going to use the angle tool now.
Okay. Now you have two favourite multi-needle tools, do you not, Louise?
I do, yes. One of them is the semi-square, which we
Yes.
saw in some of the design team samples, but the other one is the angle tool.
So
the angle tool is this one here, number 70029, and it has a really lovely effect. It really does. You can create with this shape as well. It looks really nice, just as a little edging, or you can use it as Linda does in her book. You can use it as, let me show you just quickly.
we're using this in the foundation course, aren't we?
We are, yes. And the good thing about this tool, let me come to a place where you can see.
Do you want to try the side camera?
Yes.
You're getting good with these cameras.
I am. Well, let me move that one out of the way. Not only can you do the edging with it, but for example, if I can show you there, can't I?
Yeah.
Can you see? There we go. So we can see there. So that's one. And then if you think you can turn it round, and where are we now? Trying to get it so people can see. Ah, there you go. So, and then you can put both of the tools, once it's hooked in, you can make a little box. And that looks really nice when you're going around. Yeah, let me get my finger in. There we go. Yeah, so if you were going down edging, and when you, for example, I know we're going off kilter here. I just wanted to show you quickly. If you, I'll just get the number 2 tool. If you did your white work in here, just like that, for example. And then the lovely thing about the angle tool is it has a really lovely castle. I love the castle turret look. I mean, the Pico V tools are really lovely as well because you get that lovely point to it.
Yeah.
But let me just grab this into focus. Here we go. So I just want to show you what it creates. Let me get my bit of black paper.
It's hiding.
It's hiding. There it is. How dare you hide from me? Don't know whether it's. Hold on. Let me just want to try and get into it. So parchment's not letting me get into it. There we go. So let me just put that in. You get a lovely little castle turret.
Oh yes, you can see that.
Yeah, and that looks really lovely when it's going all around the card. So you've got the angle tool in here, but not Pico cut out, but it's Pico cut on this side. And that creates a really lovely edging all the way down.
Nice.
So let me go back onto, let me go onto this little bit here. So I'll just show you the little border. So on Hazel's card here, she hasn't used the, let me use it on the dark, you can see it better on the dark. She hasn't used it all the way along. She's created a nice little gap. So it does change if I go on to number 2. You can see the whole card then. There. So it looks quite nice, doesn't it? With the little corner.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, and also with you throwing your shoes at me?
No, the black mat that was on the floor fell over.
So Hazel just used the 1 needle tool just to create a lovely little decorative design.
Oh, just little perforations.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
They look really nice, just as a little extra decoration, doesn't it? As you can see here. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Really
I like
nice.
that look.
And also another thing that Hazel's done as well, which you might notice, is she's even tied in the angle tool that's on the corner. She's tied it into this little corner here.
Oh yeah.
So just create a little bit of an extra detail in the arch. So that would be just like going poof with
Yeah.
that. So
Now I have a question for you, Louise.
yes.
We were talking before the show, and did I remember correctly? Are we going to do a little giveaway?
We are, yes.
Mm.
We are going to do a giveaway.
So I reckon we need a word for our friends at home to put in there. I can think of a word.
Oh, go on then. It's easier than what I was going to say.
Okay, I was thinking angle.
Angle, yes.
Because
that's
you're using
a good
the
one.
angle tool. What was you thinking?
Konnichiwa.
We'll go for angle.
By the time everybody's written it,
Yeah,
it would be time to
go to
cut.
bed. Yes. So what we'll do, if you want to be, and is it this finished piece?
It will be this one when I've finished. Yes, it won't
Okay.
be lovely Hazel's card.
Okay, but it'll be your masterpiece there.
It will be the one that I'm demoing. Yes.
Wow, look at that.
And all I've got to do is finish off the angle.
Okay.
Corner.
So if you'd like to be in with a chance to win this masterpiece from the lovely Louise, then all you need to do is put the word angle.
Angle? Not konnichiwa.
No, just angle in the comments below. And then at the end of the, when we're finished, because we can run over, because we can, okay, then Louise will go through and she will tell me when to stop and we will choose a winner and then we'll send that lovely piece of artwork off to you. So
I learned something else in Japanese actually the other day.
Did you?
Yes.
Sushi?
No, I already knew that. Yum. So there's konnichiwa, and then I learned genki desu ka, which is how are you?
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say from now on. Then everybody's like, genki desu ka? I even learned the pronunciation.
Excellent.
Right, so we're going to go back into just the last little bit. Just wanted to show you the angle tool. Where's it disappeared to? There we are. So I will use my groovy guard just to hold everything down. So again, with the tool, is you can notice you've got a little dot here.
Yeah.
So that will show you the direction of the angle tool.
Okay.
So that means when you've got the dot that's facing 90 degrees away from you, you'll know that you're in the right place. So then maybe it would be better on number 3, maybe. Oh, if we find out where we're going.
Probably come over towards me more, I reckon.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe that'll be easier. What do you think?
Try it.
There we go. So then I will hook the longer needle into the previous hole of the other angle tool.
So this is like when you're using the 2 needle, where you're going along an edge and you're increasing by 1 increment at a time.
Yes.
But you're just using a multi-needle tool in that same process.
Exactly the same as I would be doing with my needle tool. So then I would count. So I've got down here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want 10 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. So then I will just use, after that, is just my 2 needle bolt, which has disappeared. There it is. And I would just use that just to, you can use a grid if you find that easier. But for now, I'm just following the tool all the way down to where the other angle tool is. There we go. That's that side, yeah. And then, let me show you the white work quickly. Here we're getting carried away now. Oh, hang on a minute.
Excuse me.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you the white work. So with this one, I could probably just get away with the number 2 in here. Let me go with the number, where am I? Down here. Hello. There we go. So again, I would just, what I would do first is just create the angle. Triangle. Although that looks very nice like that as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to Let's create the white work. Like so. Yeah. Comes together quickly as a card goes, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And I think all the different little finishing tricks. So we've taken the design exactly how it comes. We've used elements of it to create that lovely frame around the outside. A little bit of white work, some colour added if you wanted to. I mean, I think that's the beauty of the rainbow parchment.
Yes.
If you didn't want to add any colour,
the colour's there.
or in another way, the way that you can look at it is that the pencil work then enhances the rainbow parchment, doesn't it?
Yes, so you would use some lovely coloured pencils that would really go with the rainbow parchment, and then that would just intensify the colours that you've already used.
Yeah.
So like with what Hazel's done, for example, all those colours kind of more or less feature. Like the red goes with the middle colour, yellow with this colour, and then the blue with this colour. So it really ties in with, you know, she's chosen the parchment first and then chosen the colours around it. So yeah, so that is the angle tool.
That's really nice.
You know, and then we can, we've got enough time to reperforate and yeah.
Of course we can.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let me just move that onto the hard surface. So then I would come in with my needle. You come around this way so you can see. There we go. So I will just use my groovy guard just to hold everything down. And then I would just go back in. I'm not going too far in. I'm literally just going in just enough to make every hole the same size.
Sorry, I missed that. I think there was a card going past when you...
Oh, one needle bold.
One needle bold.
Yes.
Okay. And you can really see the difference, can't you?
You can,
If
yes.
you have a look on the overhead, you can see exactly where you've reperforated.
Yeah, so I've got down to here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the good thing is with the all of the tools is that you can go in just a little bit, semi-perforate, do your white work, and then just go back in before you picot cut, and then it's all done. So then I'm just gonna. You can use the one needle fine or the one needle bold. Like I was saying this morning, it just gives different size picots, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let me just do a little bit of picot cutting. So I'll start with
What you're after?
It's after my picot foam, but it's okay.
I'll grab it for you, Lou.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Lovely, thank you. There we go. So I'm just continuing along this line.
I'm so looking forward to our pre-record on Thursday from
Oh, I
the
know.
foundation course. I'm so looking forward to what I'm going to learn from that because I really have genuinely. I've learned something in each of those foundation courses, the levels, modules that you've done.
Yes.
For me, there was a big game changer on the white work, and then the colouring that we did on Saturday when we recorded that one. It gave me a different way of looking at how I colour.
Yes.
So so I'm looking forward to Thursday for the perforating and picot cutting.
Oh, I know. That's that is a fun one as well, isn't it? We've got a few. There's a tool in there, and then there's I'm going to use different things in that. So that's all very exciting.
See, Louise has created the projects for these three different modules, and it was using a series of plates that were designed specifically for that. And Louise is taking each three different flowers and then taking those look at that processes but it is. And then for the, wow, look at that.
That's really nice.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Little castle turrets.
Castle turrets indeed.
There we go.
See, this is the beauty of this overhead now, isn't it?
I know you
That
can
we
get
can go
really
which is
into
sometimes
it.
good and sometimes not so good.
Yeah, you have to make sure you do a very, very good job. So then after I do that, then I would use the colour intensifier,
Yeah.
like we were showing earlier. Oh, where's it gone? There we go. That really makes it glow, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll finish that off and then we can do a little giveaway.
Okay, so, right.
Yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. I feel very honoured to receive that card. But I can't enter. I'm not allowed to enter. Okay, let me just move this beautiful artwork out of the way.
Do you want this one?
Okay, so we're just going to go into the chat and then I'm going to scroll through.
Okay.
And you've got to tell me when to stop. So I'm not going to look.
Stop.
Stop. Okay. And the winner is, guess who the winner is? It's the birthday boy.
Yay!
It's Richard Gray. Many happy returns, Richard. And what a lovely
birthday,
there we go.
Richard,
Wow, that's a beautiful present.
There's your birthday card.
There we go. Can I sign it as well?
Yeah, we'll all sign it.
So congratulations to Richard for that. Obviously, we've got your address, Richard. So once Louise has sort of drawn breath, so to speak, she can finish that off and we'll get that out in the post to you. So thank you, as always, for joining us. Thank you to the lovely Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
For keeping it all under control in the chat. And thank you to the lovely Louise.
No, thank you.
So, yeah. So just as a recap, if you like this collection of plates, we've got the details on the screen. Item number 42475. You have a £13 saving plus any club or Japan 10 discounts as well. If you go to the claritycrafts.com website and you go to the blue button on the screen, everything that Louise has been sharing with you is in that page, including the stamps and the papers that we also launched on Friday from Barbara. If you go to the Catch Up and Craft, you'll be able to find that download if you want to see exactly what it was that Louise has used during this project from lovely Hazel. And then, right, so where are we now? So we're Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
So
then tomorrow, I'll be back with you at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock with Barb with the launch of Stamptageous, two brand new stamp sets and some of Nicola's amazing previous collections. We cut the ribbon officially at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you want to get ahead tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, the brand shop will be on the website for you to have a look there. So the demos Barb's got, she couldn't stop again. I've got to do this one, I've got to do that one. So 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Then Thursday evening, 7 o'clock in the Shack with Barb. And that's colouring in, nice and relaxed, that one. Colouring in the floral alphabet poster.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then that's Barb done for the week then. Done plenty that week. And then I will be back with you on Friday at 10 and 2 with the lovely Deborah Wheeler. And the morning is sort of Easter themes. We've got Easter eggs. We've got whimsy hairs. Looking at our lovely cut card kits.
Oh, yes. I want the egg one.
You want the egg one?
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, using two of our lovely frame stamps. Deborah's going to focus on two different ones each month. Last month, I can't remember what it was. It was Joy and Thank You.
Oh, Joy and Thank You. This
Friday, it will be Love and Flower. I love the flower one.
Yeah, there's some lovely flowers in there.
Yeah. So that's on Friday. So thank you for keeping us company this afternoon and a fantastic job to Louise.
Thank you.
It's 10 o'clock on your own this morning.
I know.
Absolutely amazing.
It was good fun.
It was.
Yeah.
I think Louise is going to go and have a lie down. So thank you very much, and thank you to the lovely Louise. And
thank you,
forget,
Paul.
I'll just bring up the details one last time. If you want to learn more about your parting, then that foundation course is really good. when you break it down, it's like £20 a session, isn't it? So
and it's 6 hours in total. You know, we have 3 hours of the pre-record and then 3 hours in the live. So any questions that you have, give them to us in the live, and then we can answer all those
or
questions.
go into the Q&A room once you've got the key to that door. I know we've got the lovely, I think Debbie Higgs from Australia. She won't be able to tune in live because of the time difference, but then I reckon she might stay awake.
Yeah.
Knowing Debbie. So item number 60220. Unfortunately, there's no club discount on that or Japan 10 because of the small price point on that.
And you can go in at any time during the live, can't you? Because I know there was a question somewhere said that I might not be able to make the first 5 minutes of the live.
I reckon when we get started, we'll probably give it about 10 minutes for people. If there are people having any teething issues, I think Jim will be in the background helping out. So because it is been new to some of our friends at home. So I'd say probably 10-15 minutes before we actually get going on that.
We'll be talking for a little while and getting everything sorted and
checking everything. So so have a look at the list of ingredients. If you think you're going to be about 10-15 minutes late or so, then get all those bits ready so that when you come in, you're good to go. Do you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
So good
plan.
Right. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Take care
now. Thanks, Jane. Bye-bye.
Bye.